Hello. So these are our August 24th patch notes. We are going to get the banner. We're going to get Ryoshu and Honglu. I already talked about Ryoshu in the previous video. Very, very strong character. I forgot to mention that she also charges up Fluid Sac Faust. So if you want to get SP regeneration and blah blah blah, you can bring your W Corp Faust to synergize with Ryoshu. You can bring Grippy if you want to just do Unga Bunga damage. You can also bring L Corp Faust to charge up your Fluid Sac Faust. So there's honestly a lot of stuff you can do with this Ryoshu elements. Ryoshu probably going to be a very self-sustaining heavy hitter. She might just need a little bit of support to actually like pop off like crazy, or she can just, give her more actions, blah blah blah, the usual stuff when you have a 3-star that wants to charge up a certain element status. Yeah. And then Honglu is a pretty decent support, looking to be a support for the entire W Corp gang, providing the shield to any characters with low HP. And Charge Barrier also gives them charge count if they don't let the barrier break. So if you want, you can actually use like W Dawn and Ryoshu, and you just purposely lose HP on them using Rip Space or her skill or Ryoshu skill tree Deader. Yep. And you'll be able to specifically target those two with Honglu's Charge Barrier to charge them up. Quite interesting that we can do this. The team building here is going to be quite interesting. Yep. So besides this banner, we also get RAM usage improvements. I think this one is mainly going to be for mobile, in my opinion. They are reducing RAM usage on devices. Honestly, my PC, I have no problem, no matter what. So I think this is mainly going to be for mobile. We will have to re-download everything. So just do take note of that. Next, we're getting some FPS settings diversified. I honestly don't care about this too much because I just max everything anyway. Limbus is not super graphically intensive for me, so I just don't really care too much about this. And then some little changes here, like Self-Section 6 Sinclair's third skill. It is giving 1 protection to the ally of the least HP this turn. And then they're changing the text to be give 1 protection to the ally of the least HP next turn. It is supposed to be this text apparently, but they were using this text instead. So it is now being updated to represent this. And then this one, yeah, is literally what they said up here. LCCB Manager apparently was using coin power +2 instead of skill power +2 on the skill 1. Not too big of a difference, honestly. And then fix an issue where Dawn's Fluid Sac passive was dealing Pride damage instead of Gloom damage. Never really noticed this one either because I don't really use Dawn's Fluid Sac. And then lastly, Other Blossom Star. This one's interesting because actually, I did notice that I did catch on fire sometimes when I use Other Blossom Star. And apparently it's because the Shower of Fire passive, which is apply 3 burn to 3 enemies, apparently also adds allies as part of the enemies. So they will be fixing that for the next patch note. Pretty interesting. I only noticed this like once and it wasn't really super impactful because I had a lot of healing. Yep. I always bring my Fluid Sac Faust with me, so honestly all of this chip damage that they apply is just getting healed anyway, so you wouldn't really notice this if you just, no brain your MD too hard. Yep. Alright, and then yeah, there's a little bit of hit attack end here, would still apply even when the coin lands on tails. Whatever really. And then we're getting 300 lunacy. The real interesting one here is the event that they want to implement on September 7th, which is about 2 to 3 weeks from this video. So you need to log in for a whopping 28 days in order to get this Outis, so that I feel like this is them trying to bring back players and making them play for this period of time, giving them something to do while they have a little bit of downtime. But it's a really long event. It's from September 7th to October 12th. September 7th to October 12th is basically like 4 weeks, 5 weeks. Yeah, it's a crazy amount of time here for an event. So this is supposed to be, I guess, the filler. I thought we were supposed to get some other event for this period of time, but apparently we're just going to get an attendance event. Kind of sleeper, not gonna lie. It's a bit of a dry period. Never mind, they can just take their time to fix the game. But anyway, yeah, quite interesting. I did look at the Molar Office characters. So Molar Office tends to be related to Tremor and Sinking. And for here we have the Ishmael version, and then here we have the Sinclair version, which is mostly Tremor. Yeah, they also have Rupture Protection. So I'm really not sure, but most likely they would be 100% related to tremor because both of them are tremor here. The sinking part might depend on which one. Maybe the 3-star will get the sinking, and then you follow the same pattern here where the 2-star gets only tremor and then the 3-star gets the sinking. Could be a lot of possibilities here. Another thing is that now that Outis is getting the 3-star, like I don't know who farm watch ID is going to go to now. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. We are just gonna get pretty much a sleeper month of just logging in, clicking buttons. I actually thought that we were supposed to get another event according to the Limbus timeline. Because if we go to the Twitter, right, and we follow the timeline, which probably has not been getting followed anyway, because they did move back a lot of things. We're supposed to get like out of the business cards or something like that. Yeah, so really not sure what's going to happen anymore. But yeah, okay, so that is it. Short summary is that we are getting graphical improvements, new banner, RAM optimization, and then some text fixes generally, as well as some weird bugs over here. And then we're getting 300 lunacy, and then lastly we are getting a attendance event where you can log in and see you can log in for 28 days or 14 days, and then you get your Yisang and your Outis. Yep. So besides that, nothing really much. Probably we're still in a dry period. Okay, there's really nothing much else except logging in, doing some MD2 hard every now and then, or if you want, you can just grind it. But yeah, there really is nothing much else. Okay, so that will be it for this video. See you all when the coins for Ryoshu and Honglu are released. Okay, bye bye.